Number 3, Austin Allenbaugh in the 33 machine. So Martin and Ely will lead them around turns 3 and 4. 25 lap A main event tonight for your ASCS Warrior Sprints as they come around turn number 4. Green flag racing underway. Martin slides up into 1 and 2. Ely now takes that lead as he comes inside low on turn number 2. And there goes Martin with the slide drop up into turn number 1 and 2. And now one more time it is it again. So back and forth they go as they slide between that first and second spot. 25 laps. Oh, and we have a turnover in turn number 1 and 2. Looks like the 0 car of Jeff Osborne out of Savannah. The Wilson Racing number 0. As Ely brings him around, Brown now pushes him up in turns 3 and 4, and here they go. Green flag out, racing again. Ely, Martin, Bellum, Cornell, Allenbaugh, your top 5 right now. Martin down to the low side as they come into 3 and 4. Ely across with the early race lead. Now the 86 of Bellum up into that 3rd spot. Cornell trying to go to the low side. Bellum on the high side as they come around turns 3 and 4. Brian Brown now up into that 5th spot. Keep an eye out on the 21 car of Brian Brown. Allenbaugh back into that 6th position now. So Ely, Martin, Bellum, Cornell, Brown, and Allenbaugh. Jones up into that 7th spot. So keep an eye up front. Ely, Martin, there's Cornell, Jonathan Cornell down at the low side. As they go 2 wide up in turns number 1 and 2. Randy Martin now to the lead. Randy Martin to the lead. Now he slips up in turns number 4. Ely comes back with that lead out of number 4. Here comes Jonathan Cornell now. 2 to 3 wide action here. And there goes Martin again, sliding up to the top as Ely gets his way around through the middle of that turn up in 3 and 4. Seems like he has a good line now. Now Cornell trying on the low side. Again, keep an eye on that 21 car of Brian Brown up into the top 5. Kyle Bellum, the 86. So the 9 car, Ely, your race leader. Martin trying the high side, the low side. Now he's starting to smoke a little bit as he comes into turns 3 and 4 on lap number 9. A little bit of smoke coming out of that 9 machine. Let's see if he's going to continue on. Looks like the car's okay. So Cornell putting on a big rush for that 2nd spot side by side with Martin out of turn number 2. Ely down to the low side into lap traffic now. Lap traffic now on lap number 10 and 11. So Ely, the race leader, side by side now. Cornell up into that 2nd spot. Martin into 3rd. Here comes Brian Brown now, challenging for the 4th position with Bellum in the 86. So Ely, your race leader. Jonathan Cornell, Randy Martin, Kyle Bellum, and Brian Brown, your top 5. Seems like that middle line up in turns 3 and 4 is working pretty well for a lot of those drivers. Now here comes Jonathan Cornell to the low side as he gets around Ely. He takes that top spot as he goes into the lap traffic. So the 28 machine on lap number 14, he takes the lead. Jonathan Cornell, your race leader. Ely into that 2nd spot. Now Kyle Bellum up into 3rd, Randy Martin 4th, and Brian Brown still back in that 5th spot. So the 28 machine, Jonathan Cornell, the young driver out of Sedalia, your race leader as he comes back around to complete lap number 16 as he gets into lap traffic with the 48 of Brown. Here comes the 21 now of Brian Brown as he moves up a spot, and the yellow flag comes out as we have a spin in turn number 4. Great action on the track here tonight. And here he comes out of turn number 4 as they go back to green flag racing one more time. Jonathan Cornell. Ely now getting a challenge, and Blackjack Brian Brown, did you see him bring those tires up and the backside, basically doing a wheelie back there. Allenbaugh gets down below, but here comes Brown again as he slams the brake on as Bellum slides down in front. Here comes Randy Martin. So right now, Cornell walking away, Ely, and up into that third spot now. Brian Brown moves into that third position. 19 laps down with Cornell starting to walk away. Straightaway lead right now as we have the 14 machine of Randy Martin off of turn 1 and 2 as he slows down, loses at least 7 or 8 spots there. So Brian Brown up into that third position now. Jonathan Cornell, your leader. Ely in that second spot. Brian Brown up into third. Kyle Bellum in fourth. Austin Allenbaugh is in the fifth spot. Tyler Blank into sixth. Randy Martin all the way back to 13th as the 33 car of Allenbaugh slips up in turn number 1 and 2, and he heads on his way backwards. So now Brian Brown challenging for that second spot. 23 laps down, 2 to go. Brown challenging for that second position. A straightaway lead for Jonathan Cornell, the 28. As a white flag comes out as they come across. Ely in that second spot. Will Brown be able to work up around him? Jonathan Cornell, your race leader, with Brown now into that third position. Jonathan Cornell, your first winner this year with your Warrior Sprints. Ely in that second spot. Brian Brown third. Kyle Bellum in fourth. Tyler Blank all the way up into the fifth spot. Haley Arnold sixth. Cody Banker, the 38 machine, seventh. Miranda Arnold, the 5M, in eighth. Jay Russell, the 76 machine, in ninth. And Austin Allenbaugh rounding out your top 10.
Getting the gloves off, getting the helmet off. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off 2012 in fine fashion, Jonathan Cornell. Well, you've had quite a few trips. Kelly Bullock Racing with a big high five here in Victory Lane. You got to love our little brother Kelly. Well, we've done many Victory Lane interviews, but a lot of times you didn't have to earn it. You had to earn it tonight.
Yeah, it was really aggressive track, and there's a lot of fast guys out here. And I think we had a car to go anywhere. I just started losing brakes about halfway through, so I just kept going in the middle. I think I would have been a little bit faster if I could have slowed down a little bit and ran the bottom of the corner. But you know, when you're out front, you got a good lead, and you're going through lap traffic like we were, and we're passing cars. I mean, I don't think there's anyone that could have stopped us tonight.
Before the pass for the lead, a great job. Looked like a little cat and mouse there. Looked like you were laying back, holding your patience, and you caught the leader in a boxed in lap traffic.
Yeah, that's, I mean, there's 25 laps. They give you all 25 for a reason. You can't go out there and win it on the first lap. So that's, I think that's something I'm pretty good at, is keeping my patience and watching where the other guys go and watching lap traffic. The toughest one was trying to get around Martin. I know he didn't want me to pass him, and I was trying like hell to pass him. So, I mean, everything was working good. We got a great team with us. Chad Seipert from Brian Brown last year. He's a good addition to our team. And Kelly Bullock, Gunnar Ramey, Chris Ramey, my dad, and Terry Dukes, they all had this thing top tip shape for me.